Hello, all greetings. This is Gillesmansillon. I wanted to send greetings and wish you a good day. For we are passing through this 1111 Stargate, this great portal of energy, these great waves of energy coming down. And we're also celebrating the 33rd anniversary of the Harmonic Convergence. The apex was around the 11th of November 1986, and 87 was like the great apex, and was the time where a great deal of people on the earth were gathering together to ask for this age of peace, the age of love, the age of light, to be free from the matrix. And so we took a long time to be anchored, but it really assisted. Those grace processions, those ceremonies that were done in the 80s really assisted us in reaching this point where we are now. I wanted to say that the temptation, whatever we're trying to get rid of in our life, whether it's old habits, whether it's like old belief system or sorts that are repetitive thoughts, we will continue to be presented before us until we make a clear choice and consistent choice to let them go. They will always be presented until, because God does not choose for us, He wants us to choose for ourselves. And so it is important to know that we have to know if we didn't know what we needed to be released, now we should know. With this Mercury that's going between the sun and the earth, this great revelation, and it's like clarity that should be coming about that. And so, or is always we know something we didn't know, or we're getting the means to do something we couldn't do before. I was talking about the techniques of projecting ourselves. I wrote a book about that, how to create a short form vehicle to project ourselves to other planets, other dimension. It will soon be out, be ready. And so it is acceptable to utilize, to leave your body and move into other dimension to explore and then bring back down energy. But in essence, what we need to do when we live in incarnation, this is something we'll do. We'll explore the higher planes after we die, after we let go of our physicality. We'll be fully free to explore those higher dimensions. But until then, what we need to do is to balance out the energy, to remember all the old memory, all the gift, all the past life, the experiences, the empowerment, and to understand there is also a new aspect of our higher self that is being communicated, that is being brought down. For we want to embody the highest expression of ourselves. It is to make this acknowledgement. I am ready to become the highest expression of myself. I am ready to change. I am ready to embrace change. Because sometimes we want things to change, but we're not necessarily ready to change ourselves. And it is essential that we allow this change to happen. So it is. I found this book. I recommend it. It's an old book. It's called 1111 by Solara. It's a book that was dedicated by my mother. She gave me this book in 1992. It's a Santa Fe, December 1992, with a dedicace. So it's a really wonderful book. I might reread it. It's 1111 by Solara. It's like because being in the 1111 portal. And so I also wanted to say that all the simple things of life are very essential right now: to eat quality food, to drink a lot of water, to exercise, to be in nature, or to walk barefoot in nature. It's very useful. I can't really do that here. I'm looking forward to be in a situation. Another thing that is wonderful to do for health and mental health and physical health is to run naked in the rain. But it's not we have to do it in a private place. But here it's like it's illegal to run naked in the rain, but it's legal to create arms, weapons of mass destruction. It's like we live in a world that's very contrasted. Yet I don't mean to criticize the program, but we're moving into something that's far more where freedom and the well-being of the physical body will be essential. For we want to co-create a reality, a planetary reality that's just as clear as crystal. So already envision the Earth in this beautiful light, in this see it has already done, the healing has already done. Understand you are love, you are truth, you are wisdom, you are purity. Every day we want to embody more of that who you are, which is love, light, truth, beauty, wisdom, purity. and to expand on those gifts. For those are the gifts that are innate. We all are that from the start. All babies are pure. They're wise. They're wise. They're fully in their light body, and we all been there, because when we're born, we're still in our light body until a few years. And slowly we adapt to the conditioning of the program. This 11/11 is very powerful. It was this full moon in Taurus. On the other side of the moon, the Earth in the center. There's the sun and Mercury, and on the other side there is the moon. And very close by there is Uranus in Taurus, which will be accelerate the awakening. It's going to be a lot of awakening, a lot of revelation that will come forward. It's going to be a great expansion in 2020. And the decades that will be coming. But right now there may be some very intense things that are happening inside, like all kinds of things that are happening inside that are completely unknown to us. It's just understanding there is things that are that there is, or even within our brain, within our heart, within all our chakras, energy systems. So certain things are being removed and being replaced. So do not worry too much unless you feel like there is a need to see a therapist. Then go see a therapist. But otherwise, it's just a part of the process that is unfolding. You want to have as much inner peace as much as possible. For it's like this, we're getting ready for this great big storm on the societal level, and there's all kinds of lies that will come up, and the truth will be revealed. There's a lot of dark things that need to come up to the surface to be released. And so I'm going to pull a few cards. The highest wisdom for us today is phobias, is how to address our fear. Fear is an illusion that appears real, and so we want to address our fear in order to be stronger. And for that, we have knighthood. It's about being brave. It's about being honest. It's about courage. It's about being courageous. It's about defending our value. What we need to understand is forgiveness. What we need to understand is forgiveness. What we need to do is the trees. It's about growing. It's connecting to nature and expanding towards the sky to be well anchored. And the outcome is the scribe or the writer. So we'll be called to take notes and to take notes on everything. For the mind, the 3D mind will forget. So take notes on everything that happened, or interdimensional experiences. Keep a notebook, document your dreams. I wanted to say that we all have a double life. We're looking for our true identity, our soul identity, who we truly are, which is a being of divine love and light. And this is slowly but surely, we're getting closer to that point of connection. But we all have a double life. It means that here we are on the physical plane. We live and it's like we're blindfolded. We do not know what the future is. We have already forgotten the past, most of it, and we do not know what the future is. So we have to act in order to see the effect. But when we sleep, we go back to the soul realm, and like there's a whole different play that is going on there, where all beings and all beings that are participating within our life are in full consciousness, are in full knowledge of what was, what is, and what will be. And so there is this communication more and more through the dream state. When we get dreams in the morning, we can communicate. Sometimes there is a contrast. There is like positive and negatives are being played out, so it's always wise to follow what feels right, and to follow what feels right. I was speaking about Da Vinci that I've been offered. There was a portrait of Saint Jean-Baptiste yesterday as an art dealer, a broker, but in a sense he wasn't Saint Jean-Baptiste, he was Salah. He was one of the adopted child or muse of Da Vinci that was portrayed. I wanted to, yes, so just to my mind. And this is a portrait I did yesterday. It's very simple. I was going to rework on it, but I kind of like it. It's very simple. It's got this Cocteau or Picasso kind of feeling, and yet it's a Mansillon. It's in there. And this is a portrait. It's a map of the solar system with the 150 planets, and each of those planets have a name and symbol that's connected to a story in mythology, and the name and the name of the planet, which is connected to a form of higher intelligence, divinity, spiritual energy, gives us some idea of what the astrological cosmic influence they can give out, and there is all kinds of interaction in the sky that are above the level of consciousness. I sang yesterday a song of David Bowie, but I realized you have to swallow a lot of words in order to sing it well. I was trying to speak out all the words and it didn't really work. And I tried another song of Bowie in the French video, but it's really too hard with that music, so I thought I sang another one. This one is by Eric Clapton. It goes like this. Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? Would it be the same if I saw you in heaven? I must be strong and carry on, 'cause I know I don't belong here in heaven. Would you hold my hand if I saw you in heaven? Would you help me stand if I saw you in heaven? I'll find my way through night and day, 'cause I know I just can't stay here in heaven. Time can bring you down, time can bend your knees, time can break your heart, have you begging please, begging please. Beyond the door, there's peace, I'm sure, and I know there'll be no more tears in heaven. Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? Would you be the same if I saw you in heaven? I must be strong and carry on, 'cause I know I don't belong here in heaven, 'cause I know I don't belong here in heaven. A really nice song, although we do belong in heaven and there will be no more tears in heaven. Tears are really a releasing process that we experience down here. And heaven is our only destination. There is no other place to go. That's the only truth there is in reality. So I'm going to forward more cards. And thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing. There's so much that is going on. It's preparing. The card of the day is the 4 of Michael. A solution can come from meditation. Sleep more or take a break. Eliminate the stress within yourself. So it's about being connected to nature, about relaxing, sleeping well, taking care of ourselves. And it is essential. We have to take care of our physical body and to be ready for what is to come for next year. We'll be very, very active in relationship to many new activities that will be coming forward for us. Thank you very much. Wish you a wonderful day. Namaste.